Hi, fellow traders. I hope everybody had a great day. If I sound a little fired up or jacked up, I apologize. I got to see the live stream of Jimmy Buffett's concert that he did tonight in the Woodlands, Texas. And I'm a huge Jimmy Buffett fan. You know, I think the first concert I ever went to was a Jimmy Buffett concert. And my parents were teachers, and we'd spend the summers at the beach and happened to catch his concert, open air concert right there on the beach one year. This is back when he first started getting famous, not long after Margaritaville. So it was real cool to sit there, and every time I go, the memories come back. It's just a great experience. So if I'm jacked up, I apologize for that. But we're going to go over the trades I took today. But for those of you who aren't a member of the chat, I want to let you know that I'm live in the chat room every day. I'm streaming my Sure Trader platform. You get to see me go in and out of trades. You get to see me shut it off if I hit the max loss, or if the market is just not there. And to protect me from myself, I'll shut it down. And I'm practicing what I preach. You know, I tell everybody, if you hit your max loss, or if the market is not there for you, shut it down. There's no need to keep trading. There's always going to be tomorrow. The market's going to be open. You know, well, there's a 98% chance that the market will be open the next day. I'll put it that way. I can't say 100%, not with a lot of the crap that's going on now, but 98% accuracy, I believe the market will be open the next day. So you got to shut it off. And I'm doing it because that's what we should do. But now I have my scans running all day. I only use a handful of scans. I don't chase stocks all over the place. There's specific setups, specific stocks that I trade, and I stick to it. So, you know, I have to stick to my rules, stick to my strategies. As long as I do that, you know, I'm gonna do well. So I try to practice what I preach. If I tell you, if I'm teaching you this is the way to do it, then you better believe that that's the way that I'm gonna do it. And if I'm doing it a different way, I'm gonna let you know why. So the monthly subscription is $69 a month. You can come and hang out with us for a month, get a feel for the chat room, see if you like it. If you do, you can always upgrade to yearly subscription, and it'll be $3.99, which is only a little over $30 a month. So over 51% savings. But like they say, that's not all. If you start out with a monthly subscription and in the first couple weeks you want to upgrade, all you have to do is pay the difference between what you paid for your monthly and the yearly subscription cost, and you're set. That's all you have to do. And yearly subscribers, I think the weekly education webinar that we do more than pays for just a subscription. I think being in the chat room is just a bonus, because there's a lot of things that come out in that webinar I may not have even planned for it to, but it comes out because of the interaction that we have, you know, in that webinar. So I think just that alone is worth, you know, the upgrade costs. We're starting a new swing trade course. Swing trading is what I bring into. I really ramp it up in the summer months because that's when day trading slows down a little bit, and I'm able to do a little bit more fundamental research at night. Some scanning at night for these trades, and it's what helps me continue to make money during the summer when the day trades are a little slow. So it's $6.99. If you're already a chat room member, you get a discount. If you're taking the class, the day trade class already, then you get even more of a discount. So all you need to do is contact me and I can get you fixed up with that. Now, they're all live classes. I will record them and you'll be able to see the recordings, but they are live. Live mentoring, meaning that if you get stuck and you need to stay after the class is over for some help, that's what I'm there for. That's what teachers are supposed to do. They're supposed to be accessible and be able to help you. And that's why I'm not taking but so many per class, because I need to be able to have the time to work with you and to answer the questions that you need answered. Now, you have lifetime access to the class, just like the day trading class. If you buy the class, and 2 years from now we've upgraded it or updated it, and you want to come in and take the class, you can come in. Like I said, you have lifetime access to the class, and you have a year chat room subscription as well. So that's why if you're already a member of the chat room, if you already have a yearly membership, then you're going to get a discount on this. Alright, so that's all I wanted to really share with you right now. So let's take a look at some trades here. Alright, first trade we're going to look at. This is one that I actually did with my daughter. If you've been following along, we opened up a share trader account for her back in May, beginning of May, or it might have been the end of April. So when she was here this summer, she could learn how to trade and be able to do this on her own. Make some money for herself. So she's been focusing on some of the smaller cap stocks, some of the lower price stocks, and that's fine. It works perfect because she's focusing on these and I'm focusing on my mid cap stocks. And so this hit our scan this morning. It gave a good opening range breakdown, but she started class and she has to go to class in the morning and didn't really get this. And sometimes she'll get it and then have to leave at about 30 minutes after, and I may monitor it for whatever, but just waited until she got back. Now this is a little late entry. Here would have been the ideal entry after the confirmed rejection. Here was the ideal entry, but missed it. But still got in here. Still, within the risk tolerance. And the 20 on here is a few ticks off because we use Thinkorswim for charting, and that's just a little bit closer. But still, decent entry. We kind of, hung up here for a little while, and then it finally started to sell off. You covered some here, covered some here, and she forgot to open it up so you could see the entry prices, the exact prices, but you can kind of see on the chart, where it was. And because this stock was moving so slow, she decided when she got a big move to go ahead and take profit, which was not bad. She was in 1,000 shares here. Taking 500 here was no big deal. Taking, 250 here and then stopping out on the profit stop. And this was just a couple of cents away from being perfect. But then again, taking it off here and then getting back in, you're back in with a higher position size. So she got back in with 500 shares versus the 1,000, which is fine. We're late in the day, and that's what I teach. When you get later in the day, you want to manage your risk a little bit better. Maybe have some tighter stops. Be a little bit conservative in your position sizing. And that's what happened here. Why she only went in with 500 shares versus 1,000. Got a good cover here. Right off this 75 level, which this kind of held up again. And then we sold off. This was a candle that I think that kind of spooked her a little bit. She thought it was starting to, turn back. But she took some off here and it faded down. She took the rest off here. About 10 cents away from where the level should have been. This was a daily level here at 625, and that's pretty much where it bounced. So she could have put an order here and caught this, but didn't. But all well and good. $279.50, but minus commissions is going to be probably $260 something. Now, one thing I did notice was different, and it's one thing you may want to look at on SureTrader. The SMAT route, that's the house route. So these, and I noticed that these fill instantly. Instantly. As soon as you get in, if you hit the bid, there's no waiting. It just instantly fills. And these are being filled on the inventory that SureTrader has. Every now and then, I'll see one that has a different route. But if SureTrader has it, they're going to fill it from their inventory. And when you look at mine in a minute, you're going to see the difference. You're going to see what I'm talking about. So, and they do this on new accounts. And until you prove or get to a certain point where, I don't know if they're looking at your profitability or whatever the case is. I really don't know what the criteria is. But you'll see the difference in how my orders were executed as well. But not bad. Not bad. This is a textbook trend continuation trade off the rejection. You could say the VWAP. She traded it off the rejection of the 20. This is what she respects, the 20. Not looking at the 9 moving average. Looking at the 20. Alright, so let's look at the next chart. This is Baba. This is the one I took for opening range. Breakdown, I was a little bit late getting in this candle. But still got in. Had to sit through a bounce. But got a nice move down. Was able to cover some here at 138.12. This was over a point. This was, well, about a point and a half. And then we got a little bounce on this. And so I had to go ahead and take it off profit stop. I was only in 100 shares. You can see, and what I'm trying to demonstrate is you don't have to size up on all of these stocks. And if you have a small account, and you can only take 100 shares of this, you can still make decent money. You know, $260 off of 100 share positions is nothing to sneeze at. And this is how you grow your account. And again, that's why I'm doing what I'm doing in chat, because I want everybody to understand you don't have to trade big in order to make money. You can trade small, trade within yourself. Be smart. You know, don't get embarrassed or anything like that. It's gonna, you know, prevent you from, you know, doing what you need to do and trading small. And see, with 100 shares, we pretty much nailed it. The only move I missed was this one, you know, which would have added more. We probably would have done over 300 today. But, you know, not bad. Not bad at all. We had the opening range breakdown. Cover here on the last cover here on the profit stop. And then we get short on the rejection again. Take it down. Almost bottom tick this thing. But that's not what we shoot to do, but we almost bottom ticked it. And made some good money. You know, I was waiting for this thing to reject. But what do you see here? This is a bull flag. And I could see before it even, you know, pushed up, this is what we called out in chat. You know, this is a bull flag right here. And this is a bullish pattern. And even though we didn't get the strong move up, you know, we did, you know, get a decent move. And finally, toward the end of the day, it ran up to 143.50. You know, here might have been your reason to take it off. You never know. But this thing made a nice recovery and kind of chopped its way on up. But pleased with this. You know, not mad at that at all. Now, the stock that I did get 2 losses on, I anticipated a rejection here. I was looking for the trend continuation down. There was a lot of room on the chart, a lot of room on the daily. But I got in here, failed. So I took it off. Well, got stopped out. You know, had a pretty tight stop, but got stopped out here. It went back up, tested the 20, and started to come back down. Once we cleared the 9, I waited for this candle to close, got back in, started to move down a little bit, got down just a little bit, but not far enough for me to cover. So then, this irrational behavior this stock had ran straight up and ended up stopping me out. So I stayed, you know, I kept my risk low. I was still trading with 100 shares, but, you know, nothing doing. And yes, you know, I reduced my position size. You know, it's all part of what I'm trying to do for the summer. So nice, you know, stop outs. I stopped out according to plan. So, you know, no big deal on this. I'll take an $89 loss any day over an $890 loss. All right, so I think that's going to do it for that. Let's look at M here. Now M, I was looking at it for a swing trade. And I'm going to show you what I did. You can see where we were hitting this descending support level. And it was holding. So I was waiting for a bounce. So today, this stock opened and it opened up here. It had gapped up on me over this 2243 and 2205 level. Just gapped over. So I was like, you know, this isn't often that this stock would gap up like this. So I went ahead and got in at the open because we gapped up. We were good, significantly up over yesterday's high. And it just looked like a good trade. And if you look at the intraday on it, and you know I don't look at this chart during the day, but look at how it ran up at the open. You know, pushed up, and then here was a sell-off. And I thought we were going to get the 20-day today, so I held on to it. I could have easily taken some profit here, but I didn't. That wasn't what I was looking for. I was looking for this thing to go. So when I got in, I don't watch the intraday chart with my swings unless I'm getting ready to enter or exit. So, you know, in this case, we ran up. I just got in. You know, we had gapped up. I got in. I thought we were going to take off. So we got up here, didn't quite reach my target, and we sold off. I mean, abruptly sold off. This was my stop. If we closed below this level, I was going to stop. My max loss was going to be VWAP here. But it ended up not VWAP, red to green line, sorry. So this was my line in the sand for the technical level. If we lost 2205 and it closed here below today, I was going to take it off. But I was able to set my max loss stop right here on this red to green line. So I set it a penny below. And, you know, you can see we got stopped out over here. So no harm, no foul. I may just be a little bit early. But this came off one of my scans that I do at night. It looked like it had a nice chance to bounce from here up through the 20. And if we generated some interest, it probably could push up here. But it didn't. Ended up stopping me out today. And right now, I wouldn't take this unless we got over the 20 and it started to flatten out. You know, but other than that, that was our trade today. And this is why you still need to put stop losses in. Not everybody's going to sit here and watch the stock all day. Some people can't. And if you get in the swing trade, you know, that might help you. I know it helps me, you know, and it may be something that you want to bring into what you do. So that's about it. That was my day in a nutshell here. I'm looking for another solid day tomorrow to kind of close the week. I'm not going to force anything. I'm not going to push anything. I have taken all the pressure off of myself, and I feel a whole lot better. So you guys take it easy. Have a good evening, a good night. And we will get back at this thing bright and early tomorrow morning.